All right, guys, this takes the cake for like the grossest thing I've seen on the internet in a while, man. And honestly, I did not expect this to become like something that a lot of people would talk about, but I'm glad that it was, because this absolutely needs to be like discussed. All right, the Dalai Lama, who is basically the Buddhist Pope. Okay, that's basically what he is. Recently on camera, instructed a little boy to suck on his tongue.
This is terrible.
That's not even an exaggeration. Watch this. So he's kissing him, grabbing his cheeks,
Getting all close and intimate.
And suck my tongue.
What?
Christ. And then they just play it again in slow-mo.
Yeah, that is
watch
just
it again.
disgusting.
Yeah, so that went around, made trends around Twitter. Everyone was like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah, what is going on here?
This is disgraceful. And they pretty quickly released a statement, like almost immediately afterwards, explaining it away and brushing it off. So
Yeah, a video clip has been circulating that shows a recent meeting when a young boy asked His Holiness, the Dalai Lama, if he could give him a hug. His Holiness wishes to apologize to the boy and his family, as well as his many friends across the world, for the hurt his words have caused.
what?
Words?
Was the words what hurt our feelings? Wait, excuse
What
me?
is this statement? His Holiness often teases people he meets in an innocent and playful way, even in public and before cameras. What? He regrets the incident. This statement is fucking ghetto as fuck, dude.
This is insane.
This is retarded. First of all, they added context to what the video is. They say the teasing that Dalai Lama is referring to is from a video where he asked a boy to suck on his tongue. Though sticking one's tongue out is a Tibetan form of respect, that doesn't involve sucking. Now, this is true, right? Sticking out one's tongue is a sign of respect or agreement and was often used as a greeting in traditional Tibetan culture, but not like mouth kid.
No, not mouth fucking. It's basically like, to my understanding, it's basically like shaking someone's hand. Like if I was gonna shake your hand, normally I'd be like, oh hey, what's up, bro? Like, nice to meet
Hey,
you,
what's
man. How you
going
doing?"
on, man?
But it'd be like if I grabbed your hand and started going,
Yeah, it's like, whoa, what the fuck? What is this?
it's like that is what's
That's
fucking
not
disgusting.
cool, dude.
But so no, and Dylan Burns jumped in with his amazing
Yeah,
thing.
Dylan Burns defended this. He's like a political Twitch streamer. I'm really shocked that he would, defend this, because he was really the only one that I saw other than CNN, which we'll get into in a second.
Jesus.
But yeah, wonderful.
Wonderful news org.
Wonderful news org. Dylan said, it's Tibetan tradition to stick your tongue out as a greeting, and English isn't his first language.
Wow.
The insinuation here is gross.
What the
Now, okay, then he says, to be clear, what he did was unbelievably inappropriate. I just find it hard to believe that at the age of 87, he decided for first time to show his hand and expose himself as a pedophile in front of a full crowd and cameras through whatever he was doing. So he's basically saying, this is so crazy, how could it be true? Which is, what do you mean? The internet, like the fucking world is nuts.
Yeah, what are you talking? Have you like existed on the planet Earth for the past like 20 years? Like, what are you talking about?
Like, I'm really shocked you would defend this, because again, like we were just pointing out, right? It's not, the Tibetan tradition does not involve sucking, and demanding it. And even just like beyond that, the whole clip itself is disturbing.
Yeah, the way that he's like extremely soft and intimate with this little boy is insanely like gross. And then also like I said, I believe that the tradition is just when you meet someone, you stick your tongue out to them.
Right.
Not that you're like getting all close and personal to them and kissing them on the lips and leaning your head in and then pointing to your tongue saying suck on it and getting close to them with your tongue sticking out. That is not what this is.
No.
There's no insinuation. He's saying the insinuation here is gross. Like, this is an insinuation. Just watch that.
Yeah, this
You
is
can
just
see it.
flat out like sickness.
Yeah.
Now, CNN also decided to defend this on national TV. What an amazing thing to stand by.
Wow.
Let's hear what the CNN panelists had to say.
Jay, you've met the Dalai Lama many times.
Okay, this guy's met the Dalai Lama many times.
Well, we'll get into people who have met the Dalai Lama and why we can't always trust them. But
yeah, pay attention to that, audience.
I have not. The Dalai Lama is a very playful human being, and we may see this in a weird, kind of gross, sexualized way. But this is about as sexual as a bowl of plain rice. There is nothing sexual or erotic happening in this encounter.
Wow.
As you can see by the reaction of the people who were there. Tibetan culture just has different boundaries around. We see the tongue as it's what we kiss with. It's sexualized. It's this, and of course that this is offensive to us, as it should be. It's not seen that way in Tibetan culture. This is a part of the body. It's something playful.
So this is offensive here, as it should be, but it's part of their culture, so it's okay. What? That doesn't make any sense. But then also, notice that word that he keeps using. Playful.
Yeah.
Playful, cuties.
Innocent.
You know, all these like pedophiles always use like childish terms whenever they're talking at trying to defend their actions, making them seem normal.
Yeah.
Right? The playful?
Yeah.
Oh, really? Like how kids are?
Yeah, like playful and teasing and all this like little like weird innocent terms. It's
These terms they use, like pay attention to that. It's like coded language.
yeah, it's insane.
And of course, people have been talking about how creepy the Dalai Lama is. Like, this is historical. Here's a clip, oddly, where he almost like reaches for Lady Gaga's like pussy. Like, I'm sorry.
That wording, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, but like, watch this clip, dude. It's retarded.
Let me first begin with a question to our two other panelists, Lady Gaga and Phil Anschutz. Both of them have
So first he reaches for a leg. That's not what I was talking about. But it's already weird because he's like
weirdly tickling it.
Yeah. And so she shakes her head no. And then he like, what is he grabbing for?
He's like reaching between her legs, and then she
grabs his hand, and they almost like freeze until he retreats his hand back. Like, what the fuck is this clip, dude?
Why is he reaching for, like, he went full Trump grab her by pussy mode? Like, instantly.
Literally, dude. Look at that. What was he reaching for? Her other leg?
I don't know. It looks too farther back. I don't know, man.
Yeah, that is just retarded. But if that's not bad enough for you, well, boy, have I got something to show you. In 2009, the Dalai Lama was paid $1 million to do a speech for the NXIVM sex trafficking cult. Pictured here with the sex cult's leader, Keith Raniere, the sex cult grew to infamy after it was exposed for sex trafficking women and girls and branding them with cattle branding iron.
Jesus Christ, that's terrible. And yeah, this sex cult was around for like 20 years, basically.
Yeah, operating from 1998 to 2018. Now, this sex cult was shut down in 2019, the same year that, you know, Jeffrey Epstein was also
busted.
And, you know, killed himself.
Wow.
Right? Anyway.
But yeah, and so this was a good, what, 10 years into the sex cult's operation?
Yeah, they met in 2009, and he was paid $1 million. And if trust me, there's like a lot more interesting stuff about the Dalai Lama if you guys are curious, because this, as we discovered doing research for this video, this is like a giant rabbit hole.
Yeah.
But we're not going to get into everything here for the sake. I mean, this channel's not that serious of a channel. We're a comedy channel mostly.
Yeah.
But it is worth noting that, you know, this guy just has a history, a very extensive history of weird behavior, weird connections. And, you know, when I watched the CNN video where the guy opens up, talk about how he's met the Dalai Lama many times.
Yeah.
It leads one to wonder, is this like an Epstein situation here?
Yeah, I don't know. Because, I mean, this guy, the Keith Raniere guy, he basically is like Epstein, too. I mean, he's like in a cult with all these people. So a human trafficking cult, just like Epstein. So every person that's connected to this person, you have to question to be like, okay, what's going on here? Now, not every person is connected to the Dalai Lama, but then when Dalai Lama is connected to them and getting paid millions of dollars, then you start to be like, what is the lore here?
Yeah, what's going on here?
Because I don't think that the Dalai Lama ever, like, I haven't seen any like public like denouncing of this or anything. Maybe he has, but that's not been making rounds around these threads. It's just people exposing it and then silence. So I have no idea, but it's just insanely complicated and weird.
It is very strange. Oh, but but if you go on Twitter, of course, this is like the first thing you see. It's just a bunch of like memes. And to be fair, some of them are fucking hilarious, you know? You always got to make light of like dark situations, you know, because if you don't, you're going to go nuts reading about this stuff. They're editing it with Joe Biden.
Jesus.
Oh.
We searched the Dalai Lama and like we were trying to find like stuff on it. And this is literally like the first thing that shows up.
Yeah, literally. It's so terrible.
If I was a Buddhist, I would just be coping right now. I'd be like, really?
Yeah, I'd just be like, why? Why is this? This is now the face of like Buddhism. This retarded shit. Awesome. Dalai Lama admits he felt left out, being the only leader of major religion not to molest someone. Holy fuck. It's just so terrible, dude.